Do you ever feel like you're holding yourself back? That there's a stronger, more authentic version of you trapped inside, but you just can't seem to let it out? What if I told you that what you perceive as your weakness might actually be a lie? A lie you've been told, and a lie you've started telling yourself. Friedrich Nietzsche, one of history's most provocative thinkers, believed that much of what we call weakness is an illusion, a betrayal of our truest self. We mistake it for personality, for being nice, for being agreeable. We say things like, "Oh, that's just how I am. I don't like conflict," or "I'm just a sensitive person." But is that the real you? Or is it a role you've been conditioned to play? From a young age, society, culture, and sometimes even the people who love us most train us to be weak. They teach us to be compliant, to seek approval, to fit in. We're rewarded for following the rules and punished for standing out. This creates what Nietzsche called the herd mentality, a deep-seated fear of being different, of being rejected by the group. This isn't about being a rebel for the sake of it. It's about realizing that your need for external validation is a cage. True strength begins the moment you decide to stop outsourcing your self-worth. So, how do you break free? Start by asking yourself a terrifyingly simple question. Who would I be if I didn't need anyone to like me? Who would I be if I didn't need anyone to agree with me? Sit with that question. The person who emerges from that thought experiment, that's the authentic self you've been suppressing. That is the Bermensch, the overman or superhuman that Nietzsche urged us to strive for. It's not about being better than others, but about becoming a better version of yourself. Now, let's get practical. Weakness isn't some abstract concept. It shows up in your daily habits. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Do you grab your phone and scroll, letting the opinions and anxieties of the world flood your mind before you've even had your own first thought? That's a habit of weakness. You're starting your day by consuming, not creating. By reacting, not acting. It's also in the way you speak. Do you constantly use hedging words like maybe, sort of, or I guess? Do you apologize when you haven't done anything wrong? Sorry to bother you, you say, before asking a perfectly valid question. This language reinforces the idea that your presence is an inconvenience. Strength is reflected in clear, decisive language. Start speaking with conviction. State your opinions as opinions, not as apologies. Many people confuse strength with being emotionless, like some kind of robot. That's a complete misunderstanding. Strength isn't the absence of fear, sadness, or anger. Strength is feeling all of those things and still choosing to act in alignment with your principles and your purpose. It's the ability to hold your emotions in one hand and your chosen action in the other, and not letting the first one dictate the second. You are the master of your emotions, not their slave. A huge part of this journey is rejecting the victim mentality. Life is hard. People get hurt. Trauma is real. But according to Nietzsche, your power lies in what you do with that pain. He famously said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This isn't just a tough guy cliché. It's a profound directive to reframe your narrative. Your past struggles are not an anchor weighing you down. They are the forge that can shape you into someone resilient and powerful. You can't change what happened to you, but you have absolute control over the meaning you assign to it and how you use it to fuel your future. Stop telling the story of what was done asterisk to asterisk you, and start writing the story of what you will do asterisk with asterisk it. This leads us to one of the most critical elements, finding your why. Nietzsche wrote, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow." Your why is your purpose, your ultimate reason for being. It's the North Star that guides all your decisions. When you have a strong enough why, the small temptations, the distractions, the habits of weakness, they all begin to dissolve. Why would you waste your morning scrolling on a screen when you have a mission to accomplish? Why would you shy away from a difficult conversation when your why demands that you speak your truth. Without a why, you drift aimlessly, easily pulled by the currents of other people's expectations. With a why, you become the captain of your own ship. To find this why and cultivate this strength, you must learn to embrace solitude. In our hyper-connected world, we've become addicted to belonging. We fear being alone with our own thoughts. But solitude is not loneliness, it's an opportunity. It's in those quiet moments, away from the noise of the herd, that you can finally hear your own voice. It's where you can connect with your authentic self and build an inner foundation so solid that you no longer crave the flimsy validation of the outside world. You start to prefer your own company because you are becoming someone you genuinely respect. This process will also force you to confront your own self-sabotage. Procrastination, for example, is rarely just laziness. Often, it's a hidden loyalty to staying small. We fear that if we truly step into our power, we might inconvenience others, outshine them, or disrupt the comfortable dynamics of our relationships. So we hold ourselves back. We procrastinate on the book, the business, the healthy habit, because on a subconscious level, we're afraid of who we will become. Recognizing this is the first step to overcoming it. Your growth is not an act of aggression against others. It's an act of loyalty to yourself. So let's make this real. Starting today, implement tactical changes. When you walk into a room, stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and make eye contact. This isn't just about looking confident. Your physiology directly impacts your psychology. Adopt power poses. In conversations, eliminate those weak, hedging words. Replace, "I think maybe we should ... double quotes with "my proposal is ... or "I believe we should ... Your words have the power to reshape your reality and how others perceive you. The ultimate goal here is to become the most truthful, authentic, and unshakable version of yourself. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a constant practice. It's about setting a new, higher standard for who you are, and then fiercely protecting that standard every single day. It's about choosing the difficult path of self-creation over the easy path of conformity. It's about answering Nietzsche's call to become who you are. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments which part hit home the most. And of course, if you want more content to help you build a stronger, more authentic life, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. Until next time, stay strong and stay true.